on. Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33.
42. Defense wins championships, baby. You.
Hey, Ripley.
Mike's 40.
Yellow.
Mike's 42. Hey, watch the screen. Bravo.
Mahomes now to throw. Got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Williams. They find some open field here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 44 yards on the ground. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll run it with Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Now he's forced out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You go tight.
Hey, 43, 15.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Setting aside the matchup of Mahomes and Rodgers for a minute, this game is one of the NFL 100 Series bouts that they're having this season. And we saw the Packers in this game last week when they faced the Raiders, their opponent in Super Bowl II. This week it's the Chiefs, their opponent in the very first Super Bowl way back in 1967. The Packers winning both of those Super Bowls. And as I mentioned a week ago, Bart Starr, the MVP of both of those games. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll roll, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. Argo Lane.
So don't say nothing.
15.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hey, 57.
Popo to Mike. Mike's Popo. Hey, tight.
Right side.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
35's the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Irvin to return. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. They'll get this one to Switzer. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This time the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And Butker able to put this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 31, Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get us.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. There goes a deep ball in. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Mike,
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score, Chiefs 29, Packers 2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing. 30. You ain't doing nothing today. Recon, 132 fighter.
Rodgers throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way the length of the field and gave up a safety. I'm not even going to try to unpack that one.
Good move. Let's just leave that one alone, shall we?
Yeah, Cat's got our tongue here in the booth.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yellow. There's a line, right?
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Williams will try again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
44's Mike. Check.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base?
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Double tight, double tight. No. 3 down, 3 down. Right now.
After the penalty, it's Jones. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Throwing is Rodgers. Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Crosby with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So for Kansas City, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.